Good morning, Facebook. We are back with another Kentucky Career Center Facebook Live. It is not Haley Franklin. As you can tell, I'm filling in for Haley this week for our Employee Spotlight, and we're really excited to be joined by Expert Irrigation and their owner, Craig Zumdick. So, Craig, thanks for taking time to be here out of your busy day. We really appreciate it. So, we're excited to have you. So, Craig, we'll give everybody about a minute to join. If you are joining us, we've got some live viewers joining us now. I can see that you're joining us. So just be sure that you comment on the video here. Let us know that you can hear what we're saying. It's pretty important. We want to make sure we talk about, Expert Irrigation, their services, everything that they're offering, the positions that they're hiring for. We've got some important information, so we want to be sure that you can hear what Craig has to say. So, Craig, again, thank you. We're going to give everybody just about 30 more seconds, and we'll jump into it if you're okay with that.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining this morning. So Kim is a talent development specialist with Brighton Center. So she's one of the ones that'll take, the information that you have today, Craig, back to her customers to talk, that are looking for employment. So, and she can hear and see us. So that's good. Thanks, Kim. Thanks for letting us know. So, Craig, I'm going to go ahead and just jump into it if you're okay with that.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right, perfect. So, Craig, if you can, just take some time, introduce yourself to us, and tell us about Expert Irrigations.
Okay, so, my name's Craig Zumdick. I think a big reason why I wanted to do this today and why I got kind of hooked up with Brighton Center was just to try and get our name out there a little bit, explain to people, what our industry is and why we do what we do, and we're always searching for the right person to come join our team. I think if we, I might say it again, but the right person to us is somebody who's humble, hungry, and smart. And by smart, I mean more like people smart, because a lot of our business is customer service oriented. So I guess what we, if we want to talk about what, myself or whatever, right? I bought this company in 2013. I came from a background in golf course management, so it was kind of right up my alley. I have a degree in turf grass science, so I'm a little bit of a plant grass nerd. This was an opportunity to get out of golf and move into something a little bit different. So what we do is Expert Irrigation. We install lawn sprinkler systems. That's our primary business. So if you go to like a restaurant, and you're looking through the pot, you may see the little sprinkler heads right on the corners of the curbs, in the landscape beds, or in the grass. Businesses will put those in to help grow their grass in when it's being built, keep it green, make sure all their plant material, their investments in their plant material look good and stay alive during our drought season. So our job is to go and service those sprinkler systems, and we do it for businesses and residential customers. Awesome. We have about somewhere around 1,300 customers throughout the tri-state, and I would say over 85% are probably residential. A lot of our work is here in northern Kentucky, but there's plenty of opportunity for growth and expansion into Cincinnati and even Indiana. But yeah, lawn sprinkler systems, that's our primary business. Currently, we have 7 full-time service technicians that their job is to visit homeowners, ask them if they have any trouble with anything, but basically just your typical service where we're pressurizing lines, making recommendations to increase efficiency so we're not wasting water, things of that nature. And then we have one install crew that's putting in new sprinkler systems, every week. So,
yeah, that's awesome. And I guess, hey, if you can keep a golf course looking pretty good around the drought seasons here in northern Kentucky, I'm sure you can keep a yard looking pretty amazing also. So,
yeah, for sure.
All right. So I'm going to jump in, Craig, just to the positions that you're hiring for. I really like, what you're talking about, kind of what you're doing. You're getting that ability to work outside and really be focused on customer service and providing, it is customer service based. You're working for your customers. So what type of positions are you hiring for currently at Expert Irrigation?
Yeah, we're always hiring for, I think the top 3 positions, we'll say the top 2 positions we're always hiring for are service technicians
Okay.
and what we call an installation associate. So an install associate would be somebody, would be a crew member, a team member on our new install crew. If like what I find kind of the type of person who succeeds as a service tech and is successful and enjoys their job is somebody who one customer service just is like second nature to them. Like they
Okay.
like getting in front of people. They like talking to them. You don't walk around with your head down and your eyes closed. You're bubbly each day. You've got a real good attitude, and you can approach your job every day that way. We've got some people who come from like a mechanical background. So if you're good at troubleshooting,
Okay.
and you like figuring things out, then those folks always are very successful with us. We're always using new technology, like the software we use to schedule stuff and quote things is like a new green industry software. So if you're savvy that way, then I think you would like working for us. But yeah, so the service tech role is basically you just kind of, you have your own vehicle that you come to our shop each day, you take it out, and you may visit 7, 8, 9 properties every day, but we're very much customer service oriented and a lot of troubleshooting involved with that. The new install side is more of a new construction type work.
Okay.
So a little more labor intense. You get a good workout every day. But you're building something new, and then you're seeing how that takes shape, as you're doing it. So, and that's always kind of exciting. So some people like the new construction. Some people like to, be a troubleshooter, and those are kind of the two primary jobs. We have the install crew has a foreman, somebody who has a little bit more experience, that can manage people. Manage their crew, manage the job, and then that foreman is responsible more for the interaction with the customer on the new installs. I think next year we'll expand into a second install crew. We'll continue to grow our service division. There seems to be a lot of opportunity here in Northern Kentucky. We have two office admins as well, an office manager and office admin. So I see us needing an additional office manager, or not office manager, but an admin person in the near future. We also have someone doing sales for outdoor lighting. So outdoor lighting is a big part of our business too. So I've got somebody who's selling that and managing those jobs as well. So there's various things that you could come in here and apply for, but the top two are probably as a service tech and somebody to join our install team.
Yeah. I think that's awesome. It seems like there's tons of opportunity. There's room for growth, especially within the organization. It's going to continue to grow. And it seems like you got a little bit for everybody. If you're a people person and you like to work with your hands and you like to change things up, like you said, that service tech 7 to 9 homes a day, you're constantly changing. If you like that labor intensive approach, that install crew, I think that's awesome as well. I think it sounds like there's a lot of great opportunities there, Craig. With those positions, are there any special requirements for the positions that you're hiring for, like education or experience requirements?
I wouldn't say there's any requirements for kind of those first couple positions. What I will say is, you have to expect that you're going to work outside in all the elements. So we just find that the people who have the most success here, they don't necessarily have to come in with irrigation experience, because there's not a lot of them out there. There's not a lot of people out there with experience in irrigation. We can teach the trade. We can teach any of that. Really what we're looking for is somebody who's, and I said it earlier, is humble, hungry, and people smart. And if you're interested in this type of work, or if you come from a background in landscaping, or a small construction or a trades background, then you fit right in, because we kind of tinker with plumbing, we tinker with low voltage electric. We kind of consider ourselves a niche industry in that landscaping and trades industry. We kind of touch a lot of things there. So we've got people working with us who have degrees. We have people working for us who are just out of high school,
Okay.
and, others who just come from a different background and were, tired of working at the big box stores or, like your restaurant chains or something, and just wanted to change of pace, like the idea of being outside.
Yeah.
I think the one struggle with us is we can be somewhat seasonal. Snow dictates a lot of what we
Yeah.
do. But we stay pretty busy, at least the 9-10 months out of the year. So
Yeah. And I love that, like you taught, it seems like you provide that training. I love how you said we can teach the trade. Like we can teach you these skills. So if you're watching today and you're like, I really want to work outside, but I don't have experience in irrigation, this seems like the perfect fit for you because as you said, if you're humble, hungry, and people driven, that they'll be more than happy to teach you the skills there. So Craig, I love that, the kind of the organization is willing to provide people that opportunity to learn the trade. So can you share the pay rates for the positions that you're hiring for, Craig?
Yeah, we really don't start out any lower than 15. I mean, if you're coming in with some experience, and again, it doesn't have to be irrigation experience, but if you're coming in with, something that brings, you already bring some knowledge or some background into this job, you're going to start out, much higher than 15, but that's kind of our minimum. I think you could expect somewhere, if we just put it 15 to $22 an hour, starting, and then it goes up from there. So we're pretty competitive with our pay. I think you have to be, but we create a good work environment. We do,
Oh no. I think Craig might have lost connection. Give me just a second. Oh, there we go. Craig, I've got you coming back in. Sorry about that. I don't know if we just lost connection or.
No, I dropped off. Not sure.
All right. Well, we've got you back now. So, it was.
Yeah. Either way, right back at it. So $15 to $22 an hour, and we measure success and kind of see that weekly in our weekly meetings. So everybody's accountable for their jobs in their own truck. So we try and give each individual person an opportunity to succeed here by measuring that success weekly, and by offering different things internally in the business that you can do to expand your growth and bring more to our company. So the more you bring, the more you take on, the more responsibility you have for yourself, the more success financially you're going to have here. That's kind of how it goes. You prove that you're willing to do it, then, you get taken care of.
Yeah. And 15, a minimum starting wage for no experience is pretty solid. That's really competitive. So, that's a great benefit in of itself. And then speaking of benefits, can you provide any information on benefits that are provided by Expert Irrigations?
Yeah, I think what we've always done is you get paid holidays. So assuming you work, during the season, you work day before, day after, you get your paid holidays. So those are the main holidays, like your Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. You get those days paid. You get, obviously time and a half. I'm trying to think of, we try and do like a, I don't know if we really have a title for it, but almost like a family type benefits thing. And this is kind of new, but we're trying to offer stuff to folks, and we run little competitions and stuff internally here. We may create little divisions, little teams, and then it'd be like, this team won, over the last month, so we're going to give, you all tickets to ball games or zoo passes or something like that. Stuff where you can take your family out and do something, and you don't have to pull it out of your wallet in order to make it happen. This year, we're going to begin offering a simple IRA that is company matched. So that'll come into effect for existing employees. Moving forward, you'd have to have employment for 1 year before you're eligible for that simple IRA. And then in 2022, we're going to start offering healthcare as well. So that's that's something that's really been on my mind to do. But you're only as good, you only grow as much as the good people who work for you. So you got to take care of folks, and that's what we're trying to do. So I think healthcare is coming down the road, and then the simple IRA, the retirement stuff is going to be here for you this year.
Yeah. I think that, that's amazing. And you talk about benefits, the pay is competitive. IRA match is amazing, just in terms of setting yourself up for, securing your financial future just through IRAs. The healthcare that's coming down, but even just the benefits, to say, hey, we're going to send you to a ball game or something to do with your family. That's so important, to separate that work-life balance. If you can work for a company that you win your competition, hey, I'm going to take the family to a Reds game. Those are benefits that a lot of companies don't sometimes match, just realizing those small things. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, probably. And maybe just kind of the unknown benefit is I come from a background of the golf industry where a lot of times you're working, 60, 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Sunday, if you've got to work, you got to be on the golf course, Saturday and Sundays. So that kind of, when I bought this company, it kind of brought me to realize that, you've got to have some balance outside work. So we try and, in the season dictate some of it, but we try and work our 40 to 50 hours a week. We work periodic Saturdays, as kind of a raise your hand, yes, I'll work this weekend type of thing.
Yeah.
We don't do it mandatory much, but we try and work at 40 to 50 hours a week. So you think about a landscaping company or a trade company, sometimes you can expect you're just going to be working a lot of hours. It's really important for me that everybody is able to have kind of some balance there. So I try not to drag people in the ground and get, overwhelmed by working too much.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think that's a huge part of finding, employers and employees today. So just tell me, what does a day in the life of an employee look like at Expert Irrigations? Like, what could somebody expect?
Yeah, typical work day for us is 7:30 to 4 o'clock. And that dictates, by weather and by what the season is, but 7:30 to 4 is pretty standard. You would come here in the morning. We're located in Hebron, real close to the airport, so just a couple miles from the airport. So right on that 275 loop. You typically have daily interaction with me and then my office manager and the office admin as well. They're kind of your day-to-day reports. But you start here in the morning, you come, you park here, you get in your company vehicle, and you're out the door 7:45, and you're on your job sites at 8 o'clock. And then you're eating lunch in the field, and you're back here at 4 o'clock at the end of the day, restocking your truck, cleaning your truck out from your day's activities. Making sure the office understands what you did that day by using our software to put that communication back into the office's hands. And then, and that's it. So from a standpoint of being at the shop, day to day, when you're out, if you're a service technician, a lot of times you're working by yourself. You take your truck out and you may go to 8 houses a day or so. So each appointment is 45 minutes to an hour. You're talking with the homeowners, the customers, and spending your time in the yard, small tools or whatever it may be, to get the job done. But most of your day is spent on yourself. If you're more of a team-oriented person, if you like working with people, then the install crew is kind of more your thing then, because you'll be working with people every day versus service where you're kind of on your own.
Yeah, I think it's great that you have those opportunities for different people, and just, your day can change. You're not stuck in this monotonous, it's the same thing every day. You're going to be different places, different things. Yeah, we're interacting with different people. So I think that's awesome. And I know we already talked. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Craig.
I was going to say the type of work is very consistent day in and day out. But the locations change every day.
Yeah. So that's just going to kind of, and we talked about this a little bit, Craig, is just what does the ideal candidate look like?
Yeah, we did talk about it. So it's, again, it's just somebody who is willing to put their best foot forward. We want team players. We want people to bring a good attitude every day. People smart, again, customer service, customers drive what we do. So just being willing to take care of others, but you got to be responsible for your own actions. You got to be responsible for yourself. We are not babysitters. That's not what we're trying to do. So, we kind of try and hire the people that we know are going to take on a position for us, take on a role, and we can rely on them and trust them, because there's, we get pretty busy, and we want to operate efficiently. And so we've got to have good people in here that are willing to put the effort in and get things done for us. But we do have a very good work environment here. We've got some good people working here, so it's pretty easy going when you're in the office.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so if you're out there and you're watching us live, we've got some viewers with us. If you have a question that maybe Craig and I didn't get to, or maybe you just want more information, go ahead and throw it in the comments for us. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute for it to show up. So if you do have a question, go ahead and put it in now. I've got one more question for you, Craig, and then we'll turn it over to anybody that has questions watching with us. So the last question I have is just, how should interested individuals apply?
You can call our office, 859-282-8101. We also make it very easy on the internet as well. So if you Google Expert Irrigation, we'll pop up right away. It's also scrolling down there on the bottom, expertsvc.com, and you can hit the apply tab at the top. That'll come over via an email, and it will reach out to you. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, on Twitter, all that good stuff. So we try and be, found without too much trouble. So just remember Expert Irrigation, search that, and you can get in touch.
I think we lost Craig again, but what I'm going to do in the meantime, so he can, before he comes back, is I'm going to throw in our comments, the website, as well as the phone number to call for an application. So that should be showing up. All right, Craig, I've got you back. I was just telling him I went ahead and threw your phone number and the website in the comments there. So anybody that has any questions or wants to apply, is interested, you can do that. So right now, Craig, I don't have any questions in the chat. So what we'll do is, if you are watching and you have a question, you're watching this later, no problem. Go ahead and throw it in the comments for us, and we can answer it for you. If we didn't answer it, then I can reach out to Craig and he can get that answered for us. But Craig, I just want to thank you for taking time to join us today. I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping we get some qualified candidates to Expert Services there for you.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. I know my face disappeared there.
I can still hear you. Yeah,
you're good. So, don't Zoom a lot. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, thanks very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're excited. Sometimes, Craig, the same thing happens to me with weather here. If I'm working from home, my internet just kind of gets slow and it'll freeze my face, but you can still hear me. It's just technology, and we're used to it now. This is just the world we live in today. So again, thank you for being here. We want to thank everybody for joining. Don't forget to always reach out to us if you have questions. If you're applying for a position at Expert Services, reach out to us at the Kentucky Career Center and Brighton Center for help with that resume and getting you prepared to be ready. And make sure you join us for our Facebook Lives. Again, everybody, thanks for watching. Craig, thanks for taking time to be here today and battle through the little technology issues we're having. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.